Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we'll be exploring some important features of the servo motor and how you can build and code this sensor into your prototype. The servo motor, also known as a servo mechanism motor, can be programmed to any angle between 0 degrees and 180 degrees. Unlike a regular motor, a servo motor can be moved to a particular angle or position. The motor is controlled by an electric signal, either analog or digital, which determines the amount of movement. Servo motors are primarily used in steering radio-controlled vehicles and robotics. In your shooting kits, servo motors will either be black or blue with 3 distinct colored wires that can be connected using male-to-male jumper cables. The black or brown wire is the ground. The red wire is your power supply, and the white or orange wire is your control signal and is used to tell the motor where to go. Now we're going to jump into how to build your servo motor. For this activity, you'll need a Redboard, a breadboard, a servo motor, a light sensor, a 10K ohm resistor, and 8 male-to-male jumper cables. To program your servo motor to move to a 180-degree position when your surrounding environment becomes dark, follow the step-by-step diagram. Keep in mind of how your servo motor is connected to the Redboard. The black or brown wire should be connected to the negative power rail on your breadboard, which is connected to the ground on your Redboard. The red wire should be connected to the positive power rail on the breadboard, which is connected to the 5V on the Redboard. The white or orange wire is directly connected to digital pin 3 on the Redboard. Also be mindful of your light sensor and resistor. Make sure the jumper cables are all aligned correctly. After completing your build, now launch your Arduino IDE and add the following code into your sketch. The code roughly means the hashtag includes servo H allows for the Arduino to control your servo motor. The constant integer being declared will have a constant value and won't change. For example, the servo pin will always be set to digital pin 3 and the light pin will always be set to analog pin 0. The servo creates a servo object. When declaring a name to a specific pin number, be mindful of spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Inside the curly brackets of the void setup, the serial begin will send data to the serial monitor at 9600 bits per second. And the servo attached servo pin tells the servo that it is connected to digital pin 3. Inside the void loop, the light voltage, light pin, and serial print line all create a variable to store light voltage values. The if-else statement implies that if the light sensor is less than 700, your servo motor will move to 180 degrees. Else, the servo motor will return back to its starting position. After completing your code, make sure the Redboard is connected to your computer using the USB connection. Also ensure your port is selected to the COM with the highest number. Once connected, you're ready to verify and upload your code. After uploading your code to the Redboard, confirm that your servo motor is functioning correctly by hovering your hand over the light sensor to make sure your servo moves. Now move away to make sure your servo returns to its initial position. Use your serial monitor to determine if your light sensor is dark enough to force the servo motor to move. You can also change 650 to a higher value to easily make your surrounding environment darker with your hands. Additionally, you can change the angle position to anything between 0 degrees and 180 degrees. If your servo motor doesn't move, don't worry. Recheck your wires to make sure your jumper cables are aligned with the positive and negative legs of your servo motor. Also ensure that your light sensor is connected properly to the resistor. Lastly, recheck your code to make sure you're using the correct pin numbers. Thanks for watching, and please let us know if you have any questions in the comment section below. And be sure to check out our other videos on our First Nations Mesa channel.